With Sebastian Loeb seemingly on an unstoppable charge to a second driver's title, attention in this year's World Rally Championship has switched to the all-French battle of the manufacturers. Here in Germany, it's currently a Citroën 1-2 with Francois Duval playing the perfect supporting role. Peugeot, who arrived at Rallye Deutschland with a 1-point lead, have Marcus Grönholm in third and Marco Martin in fourth, so they too are on course for a good haul of points. But it's been a frustrating weekend. They simply haven't been a match for the Citroën and Michelin combination.
Marcus, Citroën dominating. What can you do about it?
For the moment, nothing.
This is the first full tarmac rally of the season, but it's a smooth surface like no other. The road changes from asphalt to rough concrete, and with corner cutting spreading mud and gravel across the surface too, it's one of the most challenging rallies on the calendar. And the slippery, changeable surface combined with high speeds has provided plenty of incident over the first 2 days. Very few drivers have had an error-free weekend, some making a rather spectacular exit from the rally. Marco Martin lost a lot of time on leg one, struggling through several kilometres on 3 wheels.
100 lap left.
Tony Gardemeister left one vineyard owner a smaller crop to pick this year after a wild moment on Friday. Teammate Roman Cresta was lucky to get away with this one, and junior driver Umo Alva was forced to retire after rolling his Suzuki. Petter Solberg's recent run of poor reliability has cropped up again.
Fixed it.
Just so I can come a little bit further anyway.
Gardemeister.
Transmission problems for Petter and Gardemeister with bad luck. Two big hitters already out of the top 8. The Citroëns have dominated with over a minute separating them from Grönholm. The battle for 5th between Cresta and Galli is finally poised for the final day. And the conditions change again for the last 6 stages. To the east of host city Trier, 90 kilometres of smooth, fast tarmac await, with dirt dragged onto the surface, awaiting the inevitable corner cutting. It's going to be very slippery in places. So let's get to the action. First up, 16 kilometres around the farm region of St. Vendelerland.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Petter Solberg has had a miserable weekend. It's now a case of damage limitation for the former world champion.
20, line into cut, 4 right last, half long, tightens a bit, 20, big cut, need 2 left, minus tightens. Opens, cut, 6 right last, opens, 50.
But oh dear, is fast becoming a rally to forget for Petter. He's spun barely 300 metres into the stage, and that's certainly not going to help his temper or get him back into a point-scoring position.
Into the field, maybe. Go out there, maybe.
Well, the Norwegian is going to be very frustrated by all that. He lost 30 seconds with that spin, easing the pressure on Ford driver Danny Solar, his target.
13, 5 left plus half long.
I had the spin from the start. I tried a little bit too hard to push, you know. Came out and it got stuck.
Solar began the day just 3 seconds ahead. He had been running in 5th yesterday until a hydraulic failure forced him to use his manual gear shift and robbed him of 4-wheel drive, leaving him with a cumbersome 2-wheel drive Ford Focus. He's desperate to stay in the points with only limited opportunities in the factory Focus this year. The pressure is on to make a good impression. Danny extends his advantage after Solberg's spin. Meanwhile, Ford's team boss Malcolm Wilson is keeping an eye on the battle for 5th. Cresta is under pressure from Galli, but the Czech is the team's only nominated driver in the top 8.
Will Roman be under any instructions to get his car home today to keep your point scoring record alive? No, in fairness, I mean, it would be nice for obvious reasons to keep it going, but no, I really want him to keep pushing. He's under pressure from behind, and really, for his point of view as well, I'd really like to try and get his best result up to date on this event. So no, he's under no orders to just finish, that's for sure.
Galli's in a similar situation. He's Mitsubishi's only representative in the point-scoring places. But the problem for the flamboyant and spectacular Italian is that just 2.4 seconds separate himself from Cresta's 5th place. Will the temptation to push on for the extra point be too much to resist? Well, this has already by far been Cresta's best performance since he joined Ford at the start of this season. He's being given a free rein by the team to keep pushing for this position, so it's the chance to show what he's really capable of on a tarmac rally. The end of the stage approaching. Galli's time is there. There's not going to be much between them. Looks like Cresta will be faster. He is by 1.2 seconds. His position's safe for now.
Roman, a real big day for you today. It's 5th overall coming into it. Pushing hard, the brakes are smoking.
Yeah, for sure, a little bit pushing because, it's very close behind us is Gigi, but okay, we were 1 second quicker like he, it's okay.
Marcus Grönholm is under little pressure from his teammate Marco Martin and has no chance of catching the Citroens unless they strike problems. Not something he can usually affect. A podium finish, however, on his least favourite surface would be a satisfactory result. The blistering pace of the two Zara drivers, but then nor has anyone else. Francois Duval led the event briefly on Friday, but that didn't last long. He's only beaten his teammate on 3 stages over the weekend, but it's still been his best performance since he joined the team. The Belgians found a rhythm very quickly on these roads that are so similar to those of his homeland. Duval set the quickest time on stage 14 so far. But that may not last for long. As the last driver of the leading pack to take on these stages, Sebastian Loeb has the luxury of keeping an eye on his closest rival's split times and adjusting his own pace accordingly. And he does just that again here. This is the Frenchman's 11th fastest time of the 14 stages run so far. So Loeb maintains a half-minute advantage ahead of Duval, while it's still the battle for 5th between Cresta and Galli that's the most keenly contested on this final day of Rallye Deutschland. Solberg is within touching distance of the point-scoring places, and Jan Kopecky is Skoda's last remaining driver. He's in 11th. At nearly 19 kilometres, stage 15 is the longest of the final day. Will Danny Solar be able to hold off Peter Solberg all day and keep that final point-scoring place? Or will the former world champion's experience tell? Oop, the pressure might be getting to him. He's dropped it into a ditch. Now he's got to find a safe way back out of the field. Fast approaching is Peugeot's Marco Martin. 3 cars have already passed the stranded Solar at intervals of 2 minutes, so he knows he's already lost over 6 minutes, but he is determined to get back on the road and finish this rally. But he is rejoined directly in front of Martin, and the Estonian is not impressed.
Can you ask Ford to get Solar out of the way, please? 2 right here. 30, 5 minus left.
Oh, Solar didn't see that Martin was there. He certainly knows he is now, though. Martin's gone.
Yeah, in one corner we off on the field, and then when come back was the grass quite flat and was deep and inside, and lost a lot of minutes.
And what did you say to Marco?
I didn't see him because there was a problem here, and I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Well, Solar's off has opened the door for Petter Solberg to get back into the point-scoring places, even though it is right at the bottom of the top 8. The Norwegians finally found a setup he was happy with by the end of day 2, and he's certainly looking a lot more competitive this morning. Not only does Petter move into 8th, he also sets the second fastest time, and that's his best result of the rally so far. Battle for 5th still on. Gigi Galli still in the hunt. It's been another encouraging performance from the Italian on an event he's never finished, and in a car he's only driven once before on tarmac. A very quick time indeed from Gigi. He's just 7/10 slower than the time set by Solberg. Roman Cresta certainly has a battle on his hands to hold on to this favoured 5th place now. The Czech driver had just 3.6 seconds in hand coming into this stage. He's still pushing hard. But it was a very impressive time by Gigi Galli. It looks like he may not beat it. No, he's going to be slower. 3.2 seconds behind. He's still in front, but it's now down to 0.4 of a second, the gap between them. Even though he has no need to push, with his lead now firmly intact, Loeb reminds everyone he's the best driver out there. He makes it look effortless, but nevertheless, he's quickest once again. The World Champions lead is now 34.7 seconds, with Duval backing off over stage 15, while Solberg has made his way back into the point-scoring places following Solar's mistake. Stay with us to see if Gigi Galli can make that final push for 5th after the break. Welcome back to Germany in the final day of Rallye Deutschland. And let's get straight back to that battle for 5th place. Gigi Galli won the last stage. Can he do enough on stage 16 to finally overhaul Roman Cresta? The 4 drivers' lead had been trimmed to less than half a second. Has he got enough in reserve to hold off the Italian? Not far now until the end of the stage. There's really been so little between these two drivers all morning. Wow, that's close. Advantage Cresta by 0.2 of a second. The gap now a huge 0.6.
Roman, you took 0.2 of a second out of Gigi now. You now have a massive lead of 0.6 of a second.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. You know, I don't know how many to get a steady 50 kilometers. I don't know, 1 second is different. It's nice, but for sure it's difficult.
Well, Czech Jan Capecci is the only Skoda driver left in the rally. If this doesn't look good, that could be big disappointment for Skoda. It was a big impact, and that looks like it may be the end of Capecci's rally.
Zavoláme metrika, jo? Do piči!
Marco Martin ended the Citroën dominance with his first fastest stage time of the rally on stage 16, but he's still 2 minutes adrift of teammate Gronholm. The battle for 5th between Cresta and Galli looks set to go down to the wire.
Well, Gigi, a fantastic battle with Roman Cresta this morning.
Oh yes, it was, but you know, I reach my edge.
Roman, Gigi Galli says he's on the limit. What about you?
Yeah, for sure. I'm also on the limit. You know, it's for us. This stage was new, and I don't make mistake. I don't little bit carefully, but it's not possible. Not too much faster. Maybe sometimes some corner, but not too much.
Francois, 3 stages left to go, and you will have done exactly the job that Guy Freckelin wanted.
Yeah, sure, it's really good job on the moment. I hope I stay on the road. The road condition is quite slippery today, and for the rest, everything okay. Car is going very well. Good.
Well, the fans are certainly enjoying the warmest day of the weekend. The threatened rain has never materialised. The damp surface could have made all the difference to the Pirelli runners, though, and they include Subaru's Stefan Sarazan. As it is, the 2 Subarus have been left scrapping for the minor points. And there's some sort of problem from the Frenchman. He's a long way off the pace on this stage.
Stefan, at 13.5 kilometres, you are 19.8 seconds slower than Petter. Are you backing off to give Petter 7th place?
No, just I broke something on the front. I don't know what's happened. I don't know.
Well, that problem could be good news for teammate Petter Solberg. While he still has a mathematical chance of claiming the championship, the Norwegian will keep fighting. And then, of course, he'll just fight to win the rallies, which he loves to do anyway. He closes to within 16 seconds of Sarazan on this stage, and that extra point, well, that goes with 7th place rather than 8th.
Don't cut line into 4 left out of long give in.
The battle for 5th is still raging between Roman Cresta and Mitsubishi's Gigi Galli. Should he manage to pass the Czech, Gigi would be on course for a career best finish. He finished 6th in his home event last year, but he would love to go one better here. Look at the concentration. Just look how hard he's pushing. All those corners cut to ribbons.
Lunga, Sudossino 50, chicane, stai a sinistra, destra 3, in sinistra 2 più, in destra 2 più, in sinistra 3, per destra Sudossino, in sinistra via.
A great time from Gigi. He's really piling the pressure on Cresta.
Gigi, the last split I have is at 10 kilometres. You're 4.6 quicker than Roman Cresta.
You're joking. I think we took one good pace, but
Cresta has been well supported all weekend by thousands of Czech fans who have made the journey west across the border into Germany. Can they buoy their man up? So just 0.6 of a second, his lead in 5th place. Has he been able to defend that? No, he's going to be slower, and it's all gone away. Gigi Galli has done enough, but by how much? 5.4 seconds. Gigi Galli is nearly 5 seconds in front.
Roman's 2nd time through that stage. It's not been great to you. You're now behind Gigi by 4.8 seconds.
Yes, too much. Gigi drove very well on the stage. For sure I'm pushing, but it's not possible too much more.
So Gigi finally takes 5th from Roman Cresta, and now it's his first ever fastest stage time on tarmac, while Solberg is edging ever closer to Sarazan in 7th. The packed crowd again lining stage 18, enjoying the sunshine and the rallying on this final day of Rallye Deutschland. Petter Solberg takes advantage of his teammates' drop in pace and passes Sarazan for 7th position on stage 18.
Marco Gigi, lunga, 200. Avanti, 7, avanti.
Gigi Galli being given information from his team on how he's doing compared to Cresta's split times, and he's up. He's defending his newly won 5th place pretty well so far, but we'll have to wait for Cresta to finish the stage to know for sure. The Czech driver said that after losing his position on the last stage to Gigi Galli, he simply doesn't have an answer to the speed of the Italian. But he's still giving it his all, however, over these last couple of tests. He was under 5 seconds behind as he started stage 18, so he still has every chance of claiming the position back. Looking a little ragged, though, and that doesn't help the pace on tarmac. And he's going to be slower again. 1 second. Galli hangs on to 5th. Although it's been a frustrating rally for Finland winner Marcus Grönholm, he is at least on course for his 7th podium finish of the season. He struggled to get the big 307 around some of these tight corners. That stall won't affect his 3rd place, though. His teammate Marke Martin is over 2 minutes behind. A little bit of in-car joking there, being wound up by his co-driver. Well, Petter Solberg set his fastest stage time at the stage 18, passing his teammate for 7th, while Cresta is running out of kilometres to grab back that 5th position. Stay with us for more after the break. Welcome back to Germany for the final stage of this year's Rallye Deutschland. Marcus Grönholm didn't expect to win here, but he'll have targeted a podium finish, and that's exactly what he's got. 3rd place here leaves Grönholm as the only driver who could still possibly challenge Sebastian Loeb to the World Championship title.
We did our best, but 2 days it was a little bit cruising around. First day we tried, but no chance.
Well, this will be an absolutely fantastic result for Francois Duval. After a scary moment on stage 7, he hasn't really put a wheel wrong. Today, both he and his teammate have literally cruised through the stages. Well, this result is just what he needed, and more importantly, just what his bosses wanted. A well-deserved 2nd place for Francois.
Francois, that's 2nd overall. Brilliant speed under pressure as well.
Yes, sure, it's really good. It's really good rally for me. So a lot of pressure again. I finished second. It's really good. I am very happy for Citroën, and for me it's really important for my future.
And at the rally closest to his home across the border in France, Sebastian Loeb is about to record his 8th win of the season. He's simply been a class apart all weekend, as is the Citroën and Michelin partnership at the moment. The Frenchman's been in a rally of his own, with everyone else fighting to be the best of the rest. And more milestones. It's his 4th straight win in Germany, his 8th win from 11 starts this year. Loeb's not just the reigning champion. In 2 rallies, he could be the 2005 champion as well. So confirmation then of Loeb's 8th win of the year. Teammate Duval claiming his best finish of the season. A fantastic 1-2. The Peugeot's 3rd and 4th, while Solberg receives that extra championship point for passing Sarrazin at the foot of the table.
Great to do it in front of all the Sebastian Loeb fans again.
Yes, again, and I hope next year again, because for the moment, 4 times here and 4 victories. It's very nice, and in front of all the fans, it's incredible.
Loeb's lead in the Drivers' Championship is now 32 points, and he has a mathematical chance of winning the title in the next round, Wales Rallye GB. Teammate Duval moves into the top 8, and their performances mean Citroën go back ahead of Peugeot in the Manufacturers' Championship race. Their lead, 6 points. And that makes one man very happy.
it's very important for the World Championship for the manufacturer and also for sure for the driver. But it's now a better position for us.
So the battle recommences at the next round, Wales Rallye GB, but Citroën, Peugeot and Loeb may have a challenger for the headlines at least, with the return to the WRC of Colin McRae. But the former world champion will have to produce something very special to knock the reigning champion off the top step of the podium. It's been another demanding Rally Deutschland. Make sure you join us for our coverage of Wales Rallye GB. Until then, you can keep up to date with all the latest news on WRC.com and at Eurosport.com. And finally, this weekend, Eurosport joins the whole rally fraternity in extending our condolences to the family of David Williams. Renowned British rally journalist Deke died suddenly last week and will be greatly missed in the rallying world. That's it, till we head to Wales.